Okay, we're on for lesson number 3. I'll play first of what we're going to be learning today. We're going to play with the 7th chord. We've learned our major chords, so 1 plus 4 plus 3. And I'm going to introduce the 7th chord, the rock and roll chord. We talked about what I call the lounge chord, the major 7 chord, because it's the 7th note of a scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to call it the dominant 7. It's called the 7th chord, which is the same thing as the 7th flatted. It's a 7th flatted because the 7th note of the scale is down 1/2 step. Also, another name, the dominant 7. It's just a name. We'll just call it C7th. Okay. Now the formula for that is going to be our major chord, 1 plus 4 plus 3. We know that. And then we're going to add another 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3.
Let me hold this one.
Okay, so once again, we know 1 plus 4 plus 3, that's a major chord. And what's going to give us the 7th feel is going to be another 3 half steps, starting with the next note. Is the camera on?
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, like that. And over here it's C, I've written out C, E, G, B flat. So now maybe you've intuitively know that we're using those 3 chords, which is called 3-chord rock, or the 1, the 4, and the 5, C, F, and G. So thousands of songs, blues songs written with just those 3 chords. And I'm going to show you a pattern to do that. So today's lesson is going to be end up like this is what you're going to be doing. Sorry. All right. Here's what we're going to get there. First, we're going to look at the C7th. If you can, C, E, G, B flat. Okay. And I want you to. We're going to go. Then we would change to the F chord. Let's take a look at the F chord. And hold the paper out to read it. So let's, all white keys, F, A, and C. And then we go 1, 2, 3. Let's see.
So it starts with 3 white.
It starts with 3, right. It has to start the C chord with the black key, B flat, which is also 2 half steps away from the octave. So let's go back to the F. That's our 2nd chord. You know the F chord. And as you practice this, you'll be able to just visually go to it without thinking. F, 3 notes, half steps away, 1, 2, 3. Then we would go back to the 1 chord, same blues format, to the 5 chord, the G7th chord. Now this is our G chord we've played. This is going to be all white notes. So from here we can visually go 1 and count 1, 2, 3. Down to F. I'm just going up and down, back to the 1. To the 5 chord, the turnaround. And I start again. So let's do that together with the metronome, just as practice. Pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's slow that down. Too fast. And the 65. 1, 2, 2. No, slow it down to 60. 1, 2, 3. Together. To the 4 chord, down to F. Back to the 1 chord. To the 5 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord. I didn't turn around. Let's do that again. It feels a little bit fast to me still. Does it feel fast to you, Rita?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it at 50. Boom.
It's hard to smooth it out when it's that fast.
Yes. Let's bring it down to 50. And 1, 2, 3, for accuracy. One. Here we go to the 4 chord, to the 1 chord, to the 5, to the 4, to the 1 turnaround chord. All right, now next thing we're going to do, how are we doing time-wise?
We're good.
All right, we're going to put something to that. We're going to go. Now, when we're on the C chord, we're going also, as we're a piano player, we're the rhythm section, the lead section, and the bass player. So with this, I'm going to put a bass part to it. I'm playing the 1 and the 1 and the 5. I can go up or down, and that's all choice. I can go. Four chord. So I'm going to be making my left hand. I'm going to do that by itself. You're going to practice with me. And what we're going to be doing is playing only. Now there's playing notes of the chord, but here's the notes of the chord: 1, 3, 5, and the flatted 7th. We're only going to play as the bass player. We're going to play the 1. We're not going to play the 3 and the flat 7. We're just going to play the 1 and the 5. The basic function of a bass player. So when we're going, play the down to the 4 chord, back to the 1 chord, to the 5 chord, sorry, for the chord, to the 1 chord, 5 chord, and back again. So part of this, as you're doing this exercise, is getting used to moving between the 1, the 4, and the 5. We haven't used any inversions yet. That's something else. But we want to do these in root position. Root position being that our thumb is playing the name of the chord. So when I play a C, this is C, root position. I play an F note, that's root position. We discussed that previously. So let's do, we're going to just what's called play a whole note on the 7th chord, and our left hand is going to play the 1, the 5. I'm going to slow it down even a little bit further. Let's see, so down to 45. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Get ready for the 4 chord. 1 chord. Down to the 5 chord. To the 4 chord. To 1 chord. Turn around. And 1 chord. Okay. Now, let's do that just as practice, and let's speed it up to at 60. We're not going to be arpeggiating. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chord. Back to the 1 chord. 5 chord. 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord. Okay, so we're doing
All right,
time-wise.
so now we're going to get out of this.